What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into bets of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charging to the Game Sports Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rome. I'm joined by Big Z.
What up? What up?
Yeah, man. Back for another episode. Jay will be joining us in a few. But yeah, as always, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel on the YouTube page, and then obviously on all the podcast apps, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. So so this week we got a great show for you guys. Week 7 is in the books in the NFL, and now we're gonna be kicking off week 8, man. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. The trade shit, man. I mean, the trade deadline's around the corner. You know, so much stuff to talk about.
Trades already starting to happen. Did you see Mark Ingram going back to the Saints?
I saw that.
From Houston to the Saints today.
I mean, it makes sense though. I mean, the Saints.
So
I mean,
they have because Kamara's been used too much. They had to do something.
They have to, because the thing is with the Saints, and we'll get into it. And Bucks fans, this is Saints week. This is Saints week. We're gonna stomp on their fucking necks. All right. So this is we hate the fucking Saints. If you're a Bucks fan, you know what it means. No, that's in New Orleans. So we're gonna spank them again. We're gonna, we kicked them in the mouth last time in the playoffs. Like I said, that was the game I was there, Bucks fans. I saw it firsthand. You know what I mean? I was in the building. But like I said, this is Saints week. So Bucks fans, this is everything. They're 4-2. I mean, it's a 4-2 record. They haven't played a bunch of great, opponents, but this 4-2 is 4-2.
Very conservative on offense.
Yep.
Don't tell Jameis don't lose the game.
Yep. So I'm pumped for that. Our basketball fans, today's show, we're gonna get into some basketball, man. We're gonna talk about stuff that's going on around the league and the NBA, surprise teams that are looking good, and what that and the other. And then, as always, we're gonna close out with the bets. All right. But without further ado, man, let's hop right into our recap. So there's a few games on the schedule we want to recap for you guys and chat about. Me and G was chatting before we came on. I want to talk and chat about this Washington versus Green Bay game last week. I mean, Z, what did you see out of that game?
Washington defense is still struggling. Heineke is still below average. I mean, it's brutal. They went for it on fourth down on four different times from the 5-yard line and didn't score once.
I mean, what can you say about that? I mean, the thing is, I was sitting there watching the game because I had my money on Green Bay, and this guy Heineke. I mean, a lot of people are gonna say, they moved the ball down the field. Yeah, they did move the ball. This guy, his arm is so fucking weak. I mean, if you play the Washington football team, all you literally have to do, he can't throw past 30 or 40 yards. And if he does, it's going to hang in the air. This guy doesn't really know what he's doing, man. I mean, they made
horrible. How about giving himself up at the damn goal line?
That's what I was going to say. You give yourself up at the goal line and, put your knee on the dirt, and then ultimately you can't even get on a QB sneak in the end zone.
He tripped. He tripped on his own foot and fell.
This boy, I'm happy for it. I mean, I got my money. You know what I mean? Like, if you listen to the show last show, it was one of my bets of the week. But thank you, Taylor Heineke. I mean, you cutting out real bad. But what did you say? You was cutting out really bad.
No, I had over 42, so it was very depressing. Four different chances to score, and then ended up 24-10. And so the over 42 died. I kept thinking, I cannot believe 4 touchdowns. Why don't they kick field goals?
But Washington's offense, they're good for they're scoring under 20 points each and every game. So it's like, I mean, this guy Tyler Heineke sucks. I mean, their offense is and then the defense, they can't stop anybody. I mean, they had a better outing.
Coming into the game, Green Bay had the worst goal line defense in the league.
And they didn't look like it out there this past Sunday.
Their stats changed thanks to Washington. 4 for 4, stopping them inside the 5-yard line.
Washington looks horrible. I mean, their defensive line is very overrated. I think we already said they're very overrated. Yeah. Chase Young is to be honest. I mean, he's not that good, man. I mean, he just tries to run around blocks. He doesn't. And the thing is, he's not even getting double teamed. He's not even getting chipped really. So that just goes to show you, like, he's kind of regressed. The guy Montez Sweat, he's really not the only guy the guy Jonathan Allen, he showed up again. He had fucking 2 or 3 sacks on Aaron Rodgers. He's the only guy.
The rookie doesn't even play. The first round pick, the linebacker Davis from Kentucky, he doesn't see the field.
Yeah, he doesn't see the field, and then Washington just doesn't look great at all. But with Green Bay, I mean, if you're a Green Bay Packers fan, you're feeling pretty good. You're a one-loss team. You got a tough one this week. We're gonna chat. Yep, quick turnaround Thursday night with Adams up. We're gonna chat about it.
Although they got COVID issues in Green Bay now. So
yeah, so we'll see what happens with that one, man. Next game I wanted to chat about was this Kansas City and Tennessee. Man, I don't remember. Did you pick Memphis? You weren't here last show. You were not here last show. But,
I did bet Tennessee plus the points because based on what they did to Buffalo.
Right.
And based on Kansas City not being able to stop the run and having to face Derrick Henry.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Man, it's brutal.
But yeah, Tennessee, man. Tennessee's looking like just how I thought they would look. To be honest, like I said, if you listen to the show and you know what I'm talking about, like I said, Tennessee is they're my team that's coming out of the AFC. Like I said, my Super Bowl prediction is the Titans and the Bucks in the Super Bowl. That's my prediction. People talking about it's stupid, it's dumb. Look who they beat. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs, former AFC runner-up, and they beat the Bills.
They did lose to the Jets.
They did lose to the Jets, but I mean. Check this out. I will check this out. How I come back with this. Their 2 starting was Julio Jones, no AJ Brown. None of them played, and they were hurt with injuries along the offensive line.
It was the Jets. What Patriots?
They
60 on them or 50?
They still an NFL team. Shit. I mean, you should. I mean, you got no receivers. I mean, you should win, but I mean, Tennessee, if you're a Titans fan, you got to be feeling good. You playing the Colts this week, a notable, very beatable opponent. You've already beat them once. You're on the road. But yeah, I mean, if you're a Titans fan coming out of that game, I mean, just stomping on, they held them to fucking 3 points. Yeah. What was it, 3?
The Chiefs are overrated.
Let me see what the score was again.
27-3.
It was 27-3 now. Now, what was people sitting there saying? All these fucking ESPN, Yahoo, and all these fucking FS1 analysts, Tennessee Titans defense sucks. Oh, they suck, don't they? That's their problem, huh? They held them the fucking 3 points, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like I said, I just can't even listen to these guys.
And then you were getting plus 6.5.
Yeah,
taking the Titans.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I mean, at this point, I don't even watch a lot of ESPN because these guys just make up all types of bullshit. Like, are you sitting there saying the Titans defense sucks? It's the same Titans defense from last season. They added new additions. It's just incredible to me how they allow these guys to get jobs. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
They did lose the corner, the rookie from Virginia Tech. He got it. He's out for
that's
he was playing well.
Like I said, if you listen to the show, I was very high on Caleb Farley. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. Hope he feels better.
That was the question in the draft, was his injury history. That's why he was literally the best corner. But because of his injury history, he slid down to Tennessee.
Right. And as we welcome Jay in, but like I said, I mean, before his injury, he was the number one by far on the board. So I mean, Surtain wasn't fucking with him. JC Horn really wasn't fucking with him. You know what I mean? He was the best by far, but he just the injury. But I mean, Titans, I mean, they're moving on and they got a tough one. Actually not a tough one. I guess it's division opponent, but we'll see what happens. But Z, I know you're gonna love this, man. The Bengals were on the road And Baltimore came and stomped on them. Like, how you feeling about that?
So yes, the first time ever that the Bengals have won in Pittsburgh and in Baltimore in the same season. So you know how Bengal fans are. They're celebrating like they already won the Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl for them.
I will say this. The Bengals are very, very sketchy. I'm not a believer in the Bengals. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, you beat up on the Steelers who have on a down year. The Steelers are very, very suspect. As you, I know it's just squad.
And they had. I mean, that game, no T.J. Watt, no. I mean, they were missing 5 players on defense against the Bengals. So Steelers, once they get healthy, they'll be competitive. But it's like, so they're coming off the bye week, so they're better. But no, I'll give them their respect. I mean, that's history for them. Joe Burrow's a difference maker.
Joe Burrow, 416 yards on the Baltimore. Baltimore, I know you guys had a lot of key injuries, especially at the corner position with the guy being out for the whole rest of the year, and then Marlon Humphrey getting all that money just to get dogged by a rookie, man. I mean, he just ran circles around him. Marlon Humphrey, you got to step up, man, and show that you're that number one corner because you looked incredibly slow. That rookie did a number on you.
Did you see when they came in the press conference? First thing Joe Burrow said, "Not bad for a guy who doesn't have no hands."
This man had 201 receiving yards. Jamar Chase had 201. That's unacceptable, man.
That's why you gotta love Joe Burrow, because Chase didn't say nothing. He just sat there. Burrow walks in, looks at the media. Not bad for a guy who ain't got no hands.
That's just ridiculous. And the thing is, on top of it, they beat you 41-17. Lamar looked horrible. He got sacked about 8 times. That, I mean, now I guess that trade, what they traded with Orlando Brown to the
Kansas City, man. He's struggling in Kansas City.
He's struggling in Kansas City. You know what I mean? But the thing is, Ronnie Stanley is down. I give him that. Ronnie Stanley's out. They got to protect Lamar, but Lamar also has to, learn to not hold on to the ball too long.
I mean, it got out of hand in the fourth quarter. It was close into the third. And then they went for it on fourth down like 3-4 times in a row. Didn't get it. I mean, they were at like the 40-yard line, 4th and 12. They went for it, didn't get it. Next time they got the ball, they were on the Bengals side of the field, 4th and 10 again, didn't get it again. I mean, and then the Bengals took the ball and scored. And then the third one took the ball, scored, game over. And I was like, wow. It just it flipped in like a 5-minute span where it was a fairly close game. And then Joe Burrow said, "Nah, we're not losing this."
It's just a mess, man. Like I said, I mean, if you're a Ravens fan, I mean, you did get a surprising win over the Chargers. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really thought the Chargers was gonna dust y'all off, but y'all ended up dusting them off, and then you come around and get dusted off by the Bengals. You know what I mean? So that's just incredible to me. That's a crazy turn of events. But Baltimore, I mean, now, I mean, you're tied at first place at the top, but now you got some real comp with the Bengals now, I guess. And, I guess the Steelers are getting healthy and playing a little better, coming off a bye. So, I mean, that division now, and then with the Browns to be honest, I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. The Browns with Baker Mayfield / Case Keenum, we'll see how they shake out,
Yeah, so Baker said he's going to play this week, so.
Is he?
He said, well, the team didn't announce it. He announced it. He said, the week off, it was great for me. I'll never miss a Pittsburgh game. I'll play it. I was like, all right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm a fucking Cleveland fan, I'd rather have Case Keenum, to be honest. He ain't been doing shit to me. But I mean, anyway, the last game on the recap schedule was just for the Bucs fans. I gotta give it to you. Like I said, I mean, we expected. We punished and smashed the Bears. I think we already knew what was going to happen, man. The spread covered. If you took the Bucs by far, Tom Brady got his 600th career touchdown pass. I mean, that's an incredible feat, man. I mean, I can't say anything more about Tom, man. He's just an incredible ball player. I mean, these young quarterbacks don't got nothing on the dude. This motherfucker is 44 years old. He
didn't have to troll Chicago the way he did after the game. Did you see the video?
That shit was fire. That shit was fire.
What he say?
The Chief Keef loves
Yeah.
songs.
He put the
Oh.
Chief Keef from
Yeah,
Chicago.
Chief
He put the video. It was like
Yeah,
great
that
win
was
with the
hard.
highlights. Play the Chief Keef
Yeah.
in the background.
That was hard. Even Chief Keef responded and said, "You have to do us like that." Yeah, nah.
But
That's
hey, I
good.
mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, Chicago. I don't know. I mean, this guy Justin Fields. You know, I know he's a young quarterback. I mean, they rocking with him. I mean, you got to take the good with the bad. And last week, unfortunately, was the bad. He looked horrible. The Bucks got on track. Our Bucks fans, our cornerbacks, we know our cornerback situation, right? But also we were playing the Bears. They looked good against the Bears. We got a little tougher opponent this week.
Look at your schedule. You don't need corners. You don't play any good quarterbacks.
I'm not fuck the
Dang.
schedule.
Hey,
But
you know what?
we
Yeah,
have
but
the
they can't
time-
pick the schedule.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We can't pick this good. But I ain't worrying about no fucking regular season. Tom Brady ball playoffs, baby. Shit,
Oh,
if we play Matthew Stafford with them fucking corners, we going home. We might get smoked 28-3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stop it. Stop that right now. Stop that right now, bro.
With our cornerbacks right now, I don't want to play. No, I don't want to play the
Look,
Cowboys.
look at your schedule. So you got Jameis, you got Heineke,
Man,
you got
fuck that
Daniel
regular season
Jones.
schedule.
I mean, where's the good?
Man, that's who y'all play. Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's
that don't
true.
matter. I mean, it don't matter who we really play in the regular season. I mean,
And then
like I said,
you
the
got
Bucks
the
are about
Jets.
championships.
You got Sam Darnold coming with Carolina.
Man,
got
Tom Brady's
rookie
about
with the Jets.
championships. I mean, we ain't
Oh
worried
my
about no
gosh.
goddamn we ain't worried about no goddamn regular season.
So Bucks play against the Bills. So they play Josh Allen. That's the only decent quarterback you play for the rest of the season.
Yeah. I mean, they do have a caked up schedule.
Unless you count Carson Wentz, who's hit and miss. One good game, one bad game, one good game, one
I
bad
ain't
game.
worried about Carson.
Yeah, Carson
Unless
Wentz
I'm worried
definitely
about
very
playoffs.
hit and
I'm
miss.
worried about playoffs. But like I said,
Hey,
it gives
talk
us
to
the
him.
time to be healthy, you know. But I mean, ultimately in the game, I do want to chat about it. What do you guys think of this fan, man? This fucking fan
He got worked.
He got the 600th career touchdown ball.
He got worked.
And just gave it back right at the game.
Now, but
he got worked.
It's how to get worked.
Brady even said he lost all his leverage when he gave the ball up. Did you see Brady with the Mannings? He's like, that poor guy lost all his leverage when he gave the ball up. But Brady hooked him up. He gave him a Bitcoin.
He only gave one Bitcoin,
grand,
which
so.
I'm about to say $63K.
Yeah.
You know how much you could have got for that ball? I'm reading 500. I'm not
500, man. I mean,
look, all I'm saying is, with that 500, I could still get my own tickets. I can get all that shit I really wanted to, and still have money left over.
Yeah, I mean, he did.
But he is a Bucks fan. If he's not a Bucks fan, I could understand. But he's a.
Look, I'm letting y'all know right now, Rays. If I get one of those balls from that, I'm telling you, I'm running it up. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
What you supposed to do? You supposed to get that ball and leave. You
That's
get
it.
the ball and run the fuck out of there.
You gone.
No, but
you know what I mean?
He probably
then they
didn't
give
know.
you a call.
I'm guessing he didn't know because the fan.
You supposed to know.
Just,
I'm pretty sure they put it on the screen when they shoot the cannons in the stadium when you get in the.
All right, they probably wasn't even trying to let him leave.
He might have been drunk. I don't know, but I mean,
I don't care.
It was still early.
Supposed to go in there knowing Tom Brady's supposed to break the record today. You know what I mean? Like, okay, is this the play? You know, you're supposed to know that. And if that's the ball, you get the hell up out of there.
I don't care if it is or not. I'll take that and go, regardless. Yeah. I'll get the call home saying, "Hey, you got the $600 ball."
So when I went to the Steeler game versus Seattle, so they had the Hall of Fame thing. Troy Polamalu got his ring. There was a Seahawk fan. There was a Seahawk fan wearing a Seahawk jersey.
Oh, I saw that.
Polamalu said, "Take that shit off. I'll give you a terrible towel."
That ain't shit. But that don't equate to nothing, though.
I know he took his jersey. I mean, what kind of fan takes his jersey off and then takes the other team's towel? I mean, I'm like,
no, sir.
I mean, but that's
it's
stupid.
the power of the. I couldn't believe it. That's fake Seahawk fans, and that's how they are.
But yeah,
but
if you're that Bucks fan, you gotta go.
Of course, you thought it was beautiful.
I mean, that's such a rookie move. Like, how in the hell? You know what I mean? Like, you could have been setting yourself up for success, your family up for success. Now you just got a few fucking jerseys, some signed cleats, and everybody telling you you're dumb.
Season tickets.
I mean, are we all under the understanding that he got worked?
Oh, we know that he got
Okay.
work like a mother.
Yeah, he got
he got
work.
beyond work. I don't
Yeah,
even have
hey.
a word for it.
Yeah, they whipped the shit out of him, boy. They spanked him.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
It is what it is. I mean, if he wants to give it up that smooth, that's on him, man. But hey, that wraps up the recap. Let's get to the new work. All right. So Thursday night, which is tomorrow night, the Packers are on the road. Without the best receiver in the NFL, who is Devontae Adams, at the 7-0 Arizona Cardinals. So, fellas, how are we feeling about this?
So defensive coordinator Joe Barry's out as well with COVID for
Wow,
the
is he?
Packers. Yeah, so he's gone.
Okay.
So JJ Watt's out for
I saw with the shoulder.
Arizona. Yeah. So, but Arizona's at home, so I would definitely Kyler at home. They're rolling at home. They're undefeated. I with no Adams, I would lean Cardinals at home.
Well, look, y'all already know I've been with my cousin since day one. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna go against my family. You know what I'm saying? Granted, they are 5-0. They got to lose sometime. This will be a good setup game.
7-0.
Lose 7-0. I'm sorry, 7-0. Yeah, they got to lose sometime. And this will be a good setup game to do it. But I'm sorry, I don't go against family. You know what I'm saying? So Kyler and the Cardinals, baby.
I mean, this game, I'm sitting here looking like I said, you're without Devontae Adams. And the thing is, the Packers, if you really, really watch the Packers, they don't really have a number 2 option, man, to be honest. I mean, they got Adams, and then it's like everybody else. These other guys, Tunyon and the tight end.
And then Valdez Scantling is out too.
They're okay. They ain't that good. I mean, Mercedes Lewis is 100,000 years old.
You said 100,000 years. The disrespect,
bro. I mean, that's what he is.
I mean, you're right, but
he is a big ass dude. But I mean, the Packers really just don't have offensive firepower. I mean, the Washington, if they could have put up some fucking points, they could have made it a game. If Taylor Heineke doesn't sit there and fall at the whatever yard line, I mean,
at the one, he fell at the goal line, gave himself up instead of scoring a touchdown.
Yeah,
with nobody around him.
It's just crazy to me. But I mean, in this game, I mean, like I said, with the Packers, they just got too many people out, and with Adams being out, I just don't see how they muster up enough points, you know, and it being at home in a short week. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all on the Cardinals, right? I mean, what is the?
Yeah, I say Cardinals.
I mean, they got the Cardinals as a touchdown favorite. I mean, if you're even, I mean, I even think they beat them by more than that. I mean,
they could march down and whoop them. Yeah, they could spank him. That's a good little teaser for me.
Yeah, tease him down. You know,
that's a teaser.
I love that. You know, so I mean, that's it for that game. I think we're on the cards now. Next game, I ain't gonna spend long on the fucking Bills at home with the smelly ass Dolphins. You ain't got this shit to say about it. This is funny. They suck, right? I mean, Dolphins suck. Bills are good. Bills by 1,000. Didn't the Bills beat them like 42-0?
Yeah, they whooped them boys
earlier in the season.
Yeah, that was coming after the Steelers lost when they were pissed off.
So with that being said, I do think the Dolphins cover.
What is the spread on this one? This spread, it is high.
It's probably gonna be high as hell.
Oh, 2 touchdowns. So they're giving them a college football spread.
Yeah, they playing with them boys.
They are.
I think they cover.
You think they cover?
I think that they lost a little bit too much. Tua actually started getting in rhythm last game. It took to the second half, but he started finally getting rhythm last game. I think that's going to be the key, and I think it's a good setup game, bro. Maybe not to let Bills win, but that's perfect to take everyone money.
If I'm a Dolphins fan,
remember Bills coming off a week off. A week off at home, 2 weeks to prepare. Miami struggled with Atlanta, barely got through that game.
Yeah. I'm looking at it like this. If I'm a Dolphins fan, you got to do whatever you can, man. Get Deshaun Watson. I mean,
here we go.
Just get them down there, man. I mean, they stink. Tua stinks.
He announced today only team he'll go to is Miami.
I'm about to say they canceled. He did his no trade clause because they tried to give him to Philly.
I would want to Philly.
And then too. He said no. Only team is Miami.
Yeah, I mean, Dolphins, you got to do what you can to get that boy in the building, man. I mean, this guy, the Tua experiment is over. Just get him out of there. I mean, the guy doesn't, you know what I mean? I'm all for the dude maybe having greener pastures somewhere else. He is not what we thought he was. Maybe he needs some time to sit. He's still a young guy.
Played well the last 2 weeks though.
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna say he has played well.
He played the
balling.
smelly Falcons, bro. Like
With
the
2
Falcons.
weeks.
He played good in London against Jacksonville.
Okay. Oh, okay. He played against the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, gave them the only win.
Myers.
Yeah.
And then he came out there and balled against the smelly Falcons and barely. I mean, come on, man.
So if you're gonna trade him to Houston, that was the time when he had 2 good games in a row. Get rid of him now and get Deshaun.
Man, enough of this game. Bills by 1,000. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm about to say, I mean, that involved, but it's still a big rumor going around with the Washington being involved in this trade too.
How do you feel about it being a Washington fan, man? Do you want to?
No, but Deshaun said he's not waiving his clause to come to Washington.
No, I'm not talking about that.
No,
I'm
he's
talking
not
about like a three-way
trade.
Two-way
to
trade.
get
The facilitator, yeah.
Two in Washington. Oh,
Yeah, that's why I've been reading that's going to happen. And to be honest with you, as much as I'm like iffy about Tua, second play different places, can matter. Granted, a Washington quarterback has never been successful.
Well, Washington loves
Bama. They love Bama. All I'm saying is I like Tyler Heineke, but
do you like him? That
motherfucker's
trash.
But he is trash. He is trash. But see,
with the Old Dominion.
See, he is trash. But see, I didn't overestimate it, right? I didn't get people to be like that. Wasn't on that hype train. So,
he's on my negative list. I needed 3 points to get over 42. That fool 4 times in a row inside the 5-yard line couldn't get one field goal. They kept going for it.
You could throw farther than him, bro. Like he has one of the weakest arms I've ever seen in my life.
Every time they got, and then the worst part is they wouldn't get it on 4th down, and then Aaron Rodgers got to start from the goal line, so they can't score on the other side. And then 4 times in a row.
And that's what I'm saying, man. So I mean, my thing is here's my thing. Like I said, I didn't overestimate him, so it's fine. I would take a fly on Tua. Don't think that I say let's get Tua and we don't look for another quarterback. But I would take a fly on that, depending on what else we can get out on that deal.
I will say this.
I'll take him.
Don't they have the Carolina guy who got hurt last year?
He smells. What's the dude?
Kyle Allen, Texas A&M. Kyle Allen.
Do you want Kyle Allen?
I mean, Rivera likes him. So
all I'm saying is,
he's trying to give you anybody.
He chose him over Cam to bring him here.
But all I'm saying is,
oh man,
out of him, Allen, Tua, and Heineke, I would gladly take Tua out of those 3.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not happy about any of them.
May come back from his injury.
If I'm Tua's agent, though, I would never ever want to go to Washington, man.
Yeah, I don't see how they set up.
It is so much shit going around that organization. Just throw the whole team away, man. I mean, just move them down there in Virginia, like you said you were. Northern Virginia. Let them be the Northern Virginia.
We don't need them out here in Virginia. They bring more traffic for us.
I'm about to say I got a house in the area, right? The stadium, what? Bro, we've been in my crib about 10 minutes, 15 minutes away. I'm right around the corner. So yeah, y'all can take that. I don't need my Chick-fil-A lines to be long.
And then imagine being Fitzpatrick if Tua comes here. He's gonna be sitting here like, what? And then they train to bring Tua here.
Right. Look,
Fitzpatrick wasn't looking too high either. I'm not happy about the quarterback.
Oh no, bro. Fitzpatrick was the first game of the season, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I expect a little bit more from him because he's a seasoned vet, right? Like I understand he's not the greatest, but I expect a little bit more from him. But
I feel you. I mean, on that game, like I said, Bills. We all on the Bills. Next game, we don't want to spend long on it. Who y'all got in this Carolina on the road against the Falcons? Carolina started off hot.
Carolina bouncing back.
You think so?
I think they're bouncing back, yeah.
All right. Z, who you got, man?
Sam Darnold was horrible.
Give me Matt Ryan. Give me Matt Ryan.
I don't know if it was the ghost of being back in that New York City.
Right, he's still seeing ghosts. He's seeing ghosts in them ghosts can't get called Ghostbusters.
Man. Again, they was busting his ass. That's what it is.
Literally.
He got benched. They benched him in the second half.
Yeah, I see.
And that's when the Deshaun trade stuff happened right after the game. Like,
right after that. They said they picked up that phone like, so which I went for Deshaun?
I mean, Atlanta, give me Atlanta, man. Atlanta's at home. I mean, I might even bad on Atlanta because Carolina sucks so bad on offense. They stink.
Rome, you done told me many times you don't bet on shitty teams, bro. I don't know if this is a good look.
I mean, the Carolina, they're 3-4. I look at them as a 1-win team, bro. Their defense is solid. You know what I mean? But Sam Darnold can't do. I mean, but the thing is, if you still
the defense is solid. All the Giants got were field goals. Basically.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay. The thing is, if you stay on the field the whole fucking game, what are you gonna do? You got nothing to do. I mean, you can't stop everything. It's an offensive-driven league. Flag
next week they add the guy Gilmore from the Patriots.
They do add Gilmore, so I mean,
he'll come back next week.
Yeah, give me the Falcons. Yeah. I mean, Jay, you had the Panthers. Who you got, Z?
Yeah, I got the Panthers. Even though the Falcons just made me money.
Yeah,
Matty Ice.
How you bet on your? How you bet against your boy Tua though? How you do that? That's your boy. Now he don't want to say nothing.
Money is my friend. Tua ain't paying me. All right,
I hear you.
Tua done lost me money.
I hear you.
I still have bad memories from last year betting on the Falcons having to blow all the games.
Man,
I put that was my directive to myself going on this season. Do not touch any Atlanta game because.
Shoot, man, didn't you used to live in Atlanta? Man, you better show Atlanta some love.
I'm about to say you wearing red too. I know it's a wizard hat.
I know.
You wearing red. You low key rep in Atlanta.
He used to live in Atlanta.
I
used to live there, but they blew so many games in the fourth quarter and took all my money every time. And then look, I'm like, they cannot blow another fourth quarter lead. Next game, boom.
They said
it
was
4-0.
Gone.
And I kept telling myself, my numbers say take Atlanta. My numbers say take Atlanta. Even though they screwed me 3 weeks in a row, I took them again and lost again. I was like, you know what? Atlanta is banned from my betting list. I don't care if the numbers are screaming.
Watch this, Jay. So you saying all this to say what? Who gonna win? Who gonna win, Z?
I'm no bet. Skip.
Hell nah.
Whatever, man.
Nah, we don't skip that.
Atlanta, he want to bet on you.
They got to put every game up. We don't have to bet every game. That's the greatest thing about being a gambler. Our only advantage is
you got to bet it.
Books got to put every game on the board. We don't have to bet every game on the board.
So that's true. Bet it. Okay.
For me, it's a skip it.
Nah. You ain't gonna bet it. We just asked who you think gonna win. Hold on, Ron. We try to get out of that. I got you. That's for later. Nah. Come on back. Come on back. Who's gonna win?
Choose a say. You gotta pick
one. Who's gonna win?
No opinion.
Man, let's move on, man. He old enough. Goddamn
time. He's breaking up.
All right, next game, man. I mean, the goddamn
under in that game.
Eagles. Okay, he said under. So, but
fuck that. That's still not a choice. No. See, I'm tired of letting Big Z slip with this every time. This is the second or third time he's done this. All right. if we gonna start changing Big Z, I want these rights too. All right. That's just it. It's a rebellion.
Man, next game, man. Philly on the road playing the shitty winless Lions, bro. Can the Lions get their first win?
Man, Lions about to get this dub, bro. I believe in it. Too. Oh, yes, sir.
I think so too. Man.
Yes, sir.
We got two at home. What's the spread? Philly -3.
-3.5. 3.5. Yeah. We're not picking like a side. We just picking like who will win. But I mean, give me the Lions. I think the Lions at home get their first win. I think
they finally get their first win. I think this is probably their only win, but this is where they get the win.
Yeah, the Lions got a decent little defense, man. I think they can do something to Jalen Hurts.
So they cover at home. They've covered every game at home.
I bet they do, and I'll be on that ass teaser. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I've never won betting on the Lions. I bet on them twice this year. I'm 0 for 2.
Yeah,
another team,
man.
Another dog team that you look, maybe no.
Yeah, I think we're all on the Lions in that one. So, I mean, that's the shit bowl again. But yeah, this next game, the Titans on the road versus the Colts. Colts coming off a Sunday night or win over the 49ers. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, and the Titans are coming off this. Smash mouth football win over the Chiefs.
Good defense. As long as if Carson Wentz doesn't turn the ball over, they can win because Jonathan Taylor's a good back.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor's one of the best. Y'all heard that? Like I said, I said it before the season. Jonathan Taylor is the elite back in the league.
He is
Put some respect on my man's name, all right?
He is
And then Michael Pittman from Ohio State, the receiver, been playing good for them. The Tampa guy's kid.
Oh, yeah.
The old Tampa running back.
You saw him went up and snagged at the end of the game? I mean, he mossed the fuck out of him, didn't he?
So that, it's going to be a good game. I mean, they're at home.
Yeah. I mean, for this game,
Tennessee has not been as good on the road. That's the thing. Tennessee's been great at home. On the road, they've been very average. They lost at the Jets.
Yeah. For me in this game, this is a risky game. That's why it's only 1 point, -1. So it's a division opponent. You've seen these. They already played once. They played each other.
Must win for Indy. Indy has to win this.
They have to.
They're 3-4. I mean, Tennessee's 5-2. They win this game, they're going to run away with the division.
Yeah,
I mean, but we all expected Tennessee to kind of run away with the division. That division stinks. But I mean, give me the Titans in this game. I think Tannehill's playing a lot better. You got the two elite threats of Julio and AJ Brown on the outside. Even though they're not doing a lot, Julio's not doing a lot. There's still the threat of them there. You know what I mean? When they need to be. I mean, opens up rushing lanes for Big King Henry. Give me the Titans. I got the Titans. I just can't see them losing to the Colts. I mean, the Colts really almost lost to the 49ers. If Jimmy G didn't play so horribly, and they were able to muster up some points, you know, because I mean, I was watching that game. The Colts didn't play great. You know, they just gave the ball to Jonathan Taylor and played decent defense against a bad quarterback and a bad offensive scheme.
You know, they
would you go as far as say Jimmy G's a bad quarterback?
I
wouldn't say he's necessarily bad.
He played bad that game.
He did play bad that game.
Yeah,
he did play bad.
I don't think he's bad though.
He hasn't done much this year though. That's the. If Trey Lance wasn't hurt, he wasn't doing much either.
Well, I mean, Trey Lance is still young, so I understand why you don't want to start him right away because, like I said, you got to watch a lot of these young quarterbacks. Like Justin Fields got popped a few times against the Bucs. That's the one thing I think a lot of people understand. You want to throw these rookies out there. I get it. I'm taking a few hits. I'm like, damn, you know, these motherfuckers lit me up. They not the same again, man. So I'm all for some of these young quarterbacks sitting a few games, coming in week 15 or 14 to get some reps because you don't want to ruin some of these guys. A lot of these young quarterbacks, they come in, they start day one, and they're ruined, man, because they've taken too many hits. They're scared of the pocket. They're looking for the sack. Look at somebody coming around that corner,
bracing themselves.
Right, exactly, bracing themselves for the hit. So even with Tua, I mean, to be honest, I don't think he should have played, man. I mean, they were having to talk about last year. He didn't know nothing about the playbook.
I don't think he was fully recovered from his hip
right.
injury.
But remember
that second half saved his ass because he was terrible at first.
Yeah, that and then remember they were saying he didn't know nothing about the playbook or something. Remember
that was crazy. He said that. He admitted it to the world. I didn't know the playbook. Like,
you don't need to be playing, bro. And the thing it shows. It shows like if you know football, you can just know. Like this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Because I look at it all the time. It's like 1, 2, 3, take a 3-step drop. You look at your first read the whole time. You don't even go to your eyeball. If you look at Tom Brady, like I said, just look at Tom Brady. If you like really watch and know football, when you watch Tom Brady, it's a thing of beauty because it's 1, 2, 3, 3-step drop. First read, no. Second read, no. Third read, okay, here it is. Or if the third read's not there, he throws it to the back. That's the quarterback position. That's quarterback. That's next level. That's QB 101. But I mean, Tua, like I said, I don't know how we keep getting around to the Tua subject.
I mean, to me, Tua, I think Tua. So now let me ask you this though. Mm-hmm. For that being said, and we all know that, and that's fairly apparent. That's pretty apparent. Yeah. When Tua learns the playbook, how much better would he be? Because he's shown flashes without knowing what the hell is going on. You know, so. Do you give up on that?
The thing is, I just don't think Tua can be a good quarterback, man. That's just me because to me, the quarterback position, the way it is, even though a lot of these guys have speed and run around and do all of this and that, the quarterback position to me is played from the neck up. And that's why Tom Brady is able to play this game at fucking 44 years old it just looks incredible. Like when you sit there and you look at Tua, just consistently just looks at his first read. He has to learn to get through his reads and his progressions, and to get the ball, out. Like if you look at Justin Herbert looks like a veteran quarterback. It's like 1, 2, 3.
Justin Herbert was always
first
clear.
read no, second read no, third read like he goes down. He's progressions. Even Mac Jones. I mean, and then
Mac Jones look clean too. Yeah,
these dudes look sharp, boy. I mean, like I said, I wish Tua the best, but like I said, like maybe he needs a change.
It's coaching too. I mean, Mac Jones got Josh McDaniels, so
that's true.
Right.
Yeah, and that's and coaching this thing too. Because my thing is, if coaching was correct, I mean, also know as well, Rome. As far as learning the playbook and stuff, a lot of that is on you, but your coach has got to be with you with it too. Ultimately, it has to be on you to really go down and learn it. And I can't say that he hasn't even tried, maybe, but I don't know what's going on with that disconnect.
Yeah.
I don't know who the Jets offensive coordinator is, but they haven't scored 1 point in the first quarter of any game this year.
Yeah. I mean,
0 points in the first quarter every game. That's the best bet. Take whoever they play against the first quarter. They haven't scored a point. Worst you can do is push.
And my man Zach Wilson's gonna be out for a while. He got a knee injury. But Zach Wilson didn't even look good. I mean,
I didn't even know who the backup was. When he came in, I was like, "Who was this?"
It's Flacco. It was Joe Flacco.
They signed Joe Flacco.
No, they traded for him today.
They traded for him.
But who was the guy who came in last week? I was like,
we have no clue, bro.
Mike White. I was like, who is that dude?
And that's not the most generic Madden linebacker name I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, literally.
And then when
how do you even know these people, brother?
As soon as that dude walked in, I hammered the Patriots. I didn't care it was minus 18. I was like, shoot.
He said, throw the money.
I was like, Mike who?
All right, so get back on track.
He was like,
you stupid, bro.
Look, man, as soon as the announcer looks like Mike White's coming in, I was like, who?
He hit him with the Mike Jones treatment. He hit him with the Mike Jones treatment.
Oh man, that thing was circling. I was like, man, come on, take the bet. I don't care about the spread.
So to get back on track. So Jay, you said you had the Colts, right? You had the Colts over the Titans.
Nah. I have the Titans.
Okay, so
I have the Colts are covering to me, depending on what's going on. I'll look at my notes
only
later.
1 point. But okay.
Oh no, Titans then. Hell no, I can't
Damn. Z, who you got, bro? Titans and Colts.
Yeah, no, I think Titans win this because Colts will struggle on defense. I mean, I saw them. Their defense is good to a point. Struggle against a run. First hand against the Ravens live, and let the Ravens come all the way back. Running
so
one
you
play.
Handle that, bro. That's your wheelhouse, man. You gotta help that boy out, man.
Hey, look, man, it's looking a little rough over there. Right? We're gonna talk offline after this, all
right? Next game, the Rams on the road, and Jaden, your part of town, bro, Houston. We ain't gonna spend long on it. What's going on with your Texans, brother?
My Texans.
That's your part of town, bro. You know what I mean?
Part of town, bro. I don't know that part of town. I go to work, I go work out, I knock people out and come do a podcast. I don't know about the outside of the city. I don't know about Main Street over there. I know where Astros at, but I don't know where Texans are. I never seen stayed there in my life. They're getting washed. They're scrubs. They're trash. Terrible management. And that's going to continue to happen until the owner leaves. Boom.
Hey, just like that. So, I mean, Rams are just going to smash them. I'm not even going to spend time on this. Rams going to kill these people. Bengals on the road in New York, fellas. Who we got in this?
Come on, man. It's the Bengals, boy. That's come on. You know where Joe Burrow come from, bro.
I like this game.
You know where Joe Burrow come from. No, you love this game.
Oh, I love it. Like I said, this one of my bets of the week, baby.
You already knew. I already know.
I don't usually bet on the Bengals before, but hey, it's time for change.
It's only 10.5 too.
I'm about to say, you know the thing about this? I took Bengals with the win over Ravens last week.
Did you?
Yeah, nobody probably didn't expect that.
You did. Yeah. Because I actually took the Ravens. I remember. Yep.
Yeah, very random.
I was on Baltimore. Lost my money.
That's why you don't trust Baltimore. That's a land of crackheads. Yeah, The Wire. The Wire.
Shit.
The
Hold
Wire.
up, bro. Hey,
The
I'm gonna
Wire.
get a Baltimore dude to come on here and stand up for you
Man,
now.
look, it's
you
the way The
talking about
Wire.
People City like that, bro.
Look, it's where The Wire come from, dog. I can't help it.
Oh,
I can't help it. It's facts. It's look,
So,
Baltimore. Y'all
public
got
service
good food.
announcement: the opinions of Jay do not represent.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be me.
Go get that man.
It'll be
Go
me.
get
All
that
right.
man.
It'll be me. All right. Look, y'all got great food. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a great
Now
casino.
you
I
trying
love
to
it
clean
too.
that shit up.
Yeah, and look. All I'm saying is they have a great casino, have great food. But look, I used to work down there, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I go one street, it's beautiful. It looks like the other street. And then I go down the next street.
Why you gonna do that to Baltimore, bro?
Sorry,
Baltimore, if you hear that, man, go get that man. All right. If you one of Jay's friends and you from Baltimore, bro, you should slap shit out of him because you can't let him talk about your hometown, your city like that, man.
Don't worry, bro. We're all part of Maryland, unfortunately. Maybe they'll detach y'all, and then we can all be like.
Oh shit! Now you got me thinking. I remember when Kelsey and Nicole Nelson came with these, like, how do you consider Baltimore a part of it?
You heard me. Yeah, you heard me attacking that. I'm like, yo, so who do you like? Huh?
Oh my
Who do you
God.
like? I just gotta figure out. But no, in all seriousness, Baltimore's cool. I've been there plenty of games, stuff like that. I just love fucking around because you know how the dynamic is.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, let's ramble through these games now. Z, I do want to talk about this game, brother. The time has come. Before we get into the games, the Steelers are on the road playing Cleveland. So I want to talk about this Mike Tomlin drama, man. How they disrespecting the fuck out of these people. This fucking white guy, media guy, sitting there, trying to shit on my man Mike Tomlin, man. I don't like it. But Zeke, what exactly happened?
So it started really last week. So Doug Whaley, who's a former GM of the Buffalo Bills from years ago, was on the radio in Pittsburgh, and he brought up, they were talking about USC coaching search, and they were talking about James Franklin from Penn State being the lead candidate. And he said, forget James Franklin. I think that Mike Tomlin may be the best choice for USC. Now, that was just a local Pittsburgh thing. Carson Palmer was on national radio with Dan Patrick, and of course, then he brought it up, acting like he was in the room with all the USC folks and decision makers. And he said, I think the man they're going after is Mike Tomlin. So fast forward to today. Today is the first press conference day. And so actually yesterday. And so Tomlin finally met the media, and a weasel reporter first questioned, could you please address the rumors of you taking the USC job? And Tomlin went off. Now, for those who don't know Steeler history, Steelers have had 3 coaches in 60 years. So Pittsburgh does not fire coaches. And it's a premier job in the NFL. He's an NFL future Hall of Fame coach. I mean, the man has never had a losing season. He has 1 Super Bowl win and then another Super Bowl appearance. And his resume very similar to Cowher. Cowher just got into the Hall of Fame. So Tomlin's going to be a Hall of Fame coach as well. He has no ties to California. He's from Virginia. And, so he went off. And the funny part of the line was, what do you say? People say don't say never, but I'm saying never.
Right, never say never. Yeah, like
never.
I'm saying, so I understand why they asked them the question, but why do you do that? Like literally, he's not going to take the USC job. He's an NFL. NFL.
He's never coached in college. He coached.
Right. He's not built like that.
Yeah, he coached 1 year when he was 27 years old.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was a DB coach at University of Cincinnati. 1 year in college.
If you look at Mike Tomlin's coaching career, like you said, that's the only ties he has to college. He came up under the Bucks with Monty Kiffin and all of those guys. He's a DB coach and worked his way through the ranks and all of this and that, on NFL coaching staffs, and you're asking him about a fucking college coaching. I'm not trying to sit there and diminish college coaching jobs, but this is a dude who's, an outlier. He's one of the only black successful head coaches in NFL history. And you're sitting there asking about a college job.
Step back. That that would interest them.
That's the thing. They want you to take a step back. You know what I mean? I just don't like that, man. You know,
and the I liked his response. You know, he's direct to the point, and so that's what you got to love about Coach Tomlin.
He said, "Did you ask Andy Reid or Sean Payton about it?" And you're not going to ask them about that. You're not going to ask them.
The Steeler public relations guy, when Tomlin walked up and left, he's like, "Okay, folks, that's it."
I don't blame him. Yeah, man. They know who they want to pick on, man, and stuff like that. I mean, these fucking boys, these privileged dudes in the media, man. So, but you might got him, man. But back to football. So, Z, man, I mean, you guys are on the road with this Cleveland Browns team.
Payback, revenge for the playoffs. Here we go,
bro. If y'all don't, and then the thing is, y'all are the underdogs.
Yeah,
to the Browns.
Yeah, now Browns are the big dogs now. They're
are they? I mean, I guess they're better than y'all.
They have. I think 26 years since they won the division, so they are the favorites. They are the favorites.
But yeah, I mean, in this game, I mean, so you said Baker Mayfield's going to be back, right?
Oh yeah, an injured Baker Mayfield facing T.J. Watt coming off of a bye week. I absolutely love it. Let's go.
Man, I mean,
yeah, T.J. Watt is back, so their defense is looking sharp. So yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And Highsmith is back.
Yeah, Highsmith is back. Yeah.
I do not. If I had to pick in this, if I just had to pick.
So I took it early. I took plus 6.5 for the Steelers early in the week.
Oh wow.
Jay, who you got, bro? Who you got? I just hate the Steelers offense, man.
I do hate the Steelers offense too. But I'm going with Steelers.
You on the Steelers?
Yeah.
Now it's at Cleveland. Roethlisberger has never lost in Cleveland in his career, so that's another tidbit.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at it like this.
He's the winningest quarterback in the state of Ohio over the last 20 years. Between Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Yeah, man. This is tough. Like I said, this is really like a toss-up game. Like if the Steelers had little
Nick Chubb is back.
offense,
Nick Chubb is back.
Yeah, that's the outlier to me. Yeah, I mean, just big Wyatt Teller and like look what they did to the fucking the team they just played, the Broncos. And the thing is, that offensive line is just so incredible. Give me the Browns. Like I said, the Baker Mayfield sucks. I mean, they have no offensive. I just think they just somehow run. Not somehow. That's just what they're going to do. They're just going to run the ball. Like, there's very few teams in the NFL that can stop the Cleveland Browns from running the football like that. So, I mean, it's tough, man. I mean, it's really tough. Like, if the Steelers get over 20 points, they win.
So, just from
I just can't see them scoring over 20 points. That's the
thing. From the game I went to against Seattle, the Sunday night game. So, when second quarter, Seattle couldn't pass. They ran the ball. Or no, coming out one.
And you can chop it down the field,
and they ran it right over. So they had a rookie at defensive tackles because Tuitt's still out, and they ran over him that whole drive. And then when they came out in the fourth quarter, they moved T.J. Watt inside on the other side, and that put an end to that running. And they took the rookie out. And so that if there's any weakness on the defense, it's the defensive tackle opposite of Cam Hayward, because it took to the second half for Seattle to figure that out. But yeah, so they had one drive where they took it 80 yards and didn't pass the ball once, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, they're running the same play over and over this rookie Loudermilk. I'm thinking, get his punk ass out of the game. Yeah. But yeah, so that's Cleveland. If they can establish an Cleveland's got a good offensive line.
Give me Cleveland.
Even their backs who played last week played okay.
I'm about to say I'm worried about the backs. I'm worried about the back situation. So that's kind of
and Baker's injury. I mean, Baker takes one hit.
Baker's laying there looking dead. So
but I'm taking Steelers plus the points, revenge factor over. And then remember, they did win in. They almost won in Cleveland with Mason playing quarterback last game. See, they had all their backups playing it. They almost won.
Yeah, give me the Browns in this one. Next game, 49ers and the Bears, fellas. 49ers playing in Chicago. Does Fields get a win here?
That's another dog game. Oy.
That is another dog game.
At least a lot of shitty games this weekend, to be honest.
Hey, you want to know what? You want to know why? You want to know why? Because Raiders is on a bye week, I think.
Hey, it could be. I mean, y'all had to come back, and them boys 4-2, ain't they?
Look, I just want to let you know.
5-2 or something.
Yeah, we're leading the division.
Yeah, y'all ain't nothing wrong with that. Finish strong, brother. Finish strong. There, you never know. Like I said, you get to the playoffs and hope, right?
Man,
But hey, I feel you. Who you guys feel in this game though? 49ers, the Bears.
I'm going with Niners.
Going Niners.
I'm gonna go with the. I mean, to me, believe it or not, the Chicago's been playing very well as far as the defensive ball on the defensive end. Like their defense started to really act like it was Chicago. Justin Fields can shape up. I can absolutely see Chicago really winning this. Honestly, I don't think it's like a no-brainer.
So now, a tidbit: Matt Nagy has COVID, so he may miss the game, which may be a good thing.
I'm about to say, Justin Fields may play great.
if Justin Fields plays, give me the 49ers. If he doesn't play, I take the other side. This kid shouldn't be playing right now, man. I got the 49ers. Z, who you got in this game?
Wow, I would. I'd lean Bears at home.
Bears at home. They are at home.
Yeah, you know Bears at home. Cold weather. San Francisco going out to the cold. As long as they don't turn it over.
West East Coast, well, not East Coast, Central Time Zone, Midwest. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, all right. So I guess what's the next game? Another shitty game. Jacksonville playing the Sea. All these games suck, dog. Like all of them. Who you guys got in this one? The shitty Jacksonville Jaguars or the shitty Seahawks?
Nah, in Seattle.
It is in Seattle, so I guess you got to take them with 12s.
That's a long flight from Jacksonville all the way up to Seattle.
Speaking of that, how y'all feel about the Pete Carroll thing? People are starting like, all right, Pete Carroll really it? Everybody's starting to act.
He's sounding bad in that press conference. He sound like an old ass man.
Why don't they ask him if he wants to go back to USC?
Right. Yeah, they ain't gonna ask him. And the thing is, he has ties to it. They ain't gonna ask them. They know who to ask those questions, man. But I mean, to answer your question, Jay, I mean, man, I do think it's time for change in Seattle. He's been there a long time. I think, and the thing is,
he controls everything though.
He's not even doing anything. The thing is, I mean, Russell Wilson went down. I get that you got Geno Smith. You know what I mean? Like, I just think they need a new voice in there. That's just my opinion. But
I'm not mad at that either, though. I am not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not at all.
I got Seattle in this game, though. I'll tell you that. Let's see. The next game, the Patriots. This is a weird game. Patriots are on the road playing the Chargers in LA. I mean, the Patriots, oh my God, they put us some points last week. I was going to say the Chargers by landslide, but look at how they looked last week. Yeah. Man, I don't know, dog, man.
But it's the Jets. You know Belichick likes to run it up on the Jets every time.
I mean, but look at the Chargers' last outcome. They got smashed against Baltimore.
Yeah, but that's west to east. They're at home.
I feel you.
That's another longest trip possible from Boston to LA.
Man, this is tough. Yeah, give me the Chargers, but I mean, I'm not touching this game. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow the Patriots come out with a win on the road. Jay, who you got?
I'm going to go ahead and, I mean, dang, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I said, because the Patriots looked tough last week, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to still go with the Chargers lose last game?
They had a bye week.
Coming off a week off. Yeah.
I mean, but prior to that, though.
They got smashed against the Ravens. Remember, they got beat like 30-3 or something.
Oh, yeah, they're coming back with some heat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see that happening. Like I said, so we all on the Chargers in that one. Now, Jay, man, your Washington football team, brother, you're playing the Broncos now. You got to beat the Broncos, right? Tell me, man, like, what is going on with you guys? Can you guys beat the Broncos this week? You guys are on the road. It's in Denver, but come on now. The Broncos suck.
I don't know, bro.
You don't know? It's that bad in Washington?
I don't know, bro. That's
Just that simple, man.
Man, Denver's favorite -3.
Right.
But you get the 3 points for being the home team.
For being at home.
Basically, it's a pick 'em game.
Yeah. And the thing is, with all these injuries, with the Broncos, you should think, Washington should beat them. This is a tough one, man. I say Washington. I'll take Washington in this game. I don't love it. I just think they find a way to win. I mean, they have an overall, to me, better team than the Broncos, especially with the injuries at receiver and everything like that. I just think that Washington comes out. They gotta win this one. If you can't beat the Denver Broncos, you got to have other conversations within the organization, man. But that's just crazy to me. So,
yeah, give me Denver. Bridgewater over Heineke. And
yeah,
and Melvin Gordon can run that ball. They got a decent offensive line.
I hear you, Jay. Yeah, well, I guess you can't pick against your team, right?
Yeah, I'm going Washington.
Yeah.
I don't sound enthusiastic when I'm saying that.
Oh, I know. I heard you, bro. I heard it in your voice. You ain't want to talk about it. Next game, Bucks fans. Saints week. It's tears time. We're gonna meet our old friend Jameis Crab Leg Winston.
The crab legs.
In the dome, in that shitty dome out there in New Orleans, man. We're coming for you. Like I said, you smashed this
4-2 Saints.
Yeah, like I said, the Saints are sneaky 4-2. But the thing is, I see you, big guy. Like we're gonna smash you. We're gonna smash you, all right? Because last season, like you said, I mean, y'all came out there and smashed us. You sitting there talking shit all season, and then you go in the playoffs, and what happens? What happened, Saints fans? You know what happened. You took that L, all right? But anyway. I gotta troll these Saints fans, bro, because they already chirping 4-2. Like I said, you don't know these people, bro.
Who are they chirping to?
They chirping to me.
How? Do you see y'all record,
bro?
Are they stupid?
They said they're 4-2. We're 5-1.
They're only one game back.
That's what I said. If they beat us, they're first place in the division. That's what they're saying.
Of opponents. Why are we worried about Jameis Winston? He's going back against the Bucks. Will the Bucks know him? That is fucking up the money. You Saints fans, I'm sorry, y'all have a nerve. They have the nerve.
You hear that, Saints fans? You hear that? But like I said, this game, man, like Bucks fans, let's go, man. So this is what's gonna happen.
Easy. Bucks,
Bucks by a landslide. Tom Brady's gonna be out here balling. Like I said, we got another season under this belt. Now we have chemistry. The Saints defense is nothing to be. The Saints defense. That's your team. It's that defense.
Yeah,
Y'all defense. I hate playing you guys. I mean, with the defense with Cam Jordan and Demario Williams. Not Demario Williams. I forgot the dude, linebacker with the big ass beard.
Yeah,
I don't even like him. You know what I mean? Forget his name, but. Anyway, I just think they come out, they run the ball. Leonard Fournette is having a great season so far. Antonio Brown's coming back. I think he's going to play this week. Mike Evans is out there balling. I think he got 2 touchdown passes last week.
Cooking.
Bro, if you have him on I don't even play
over under. Is he going to fight the corner?
This is the Lattimore game too. Oh, Mike, come on now.
Yeah, Lattimore game.
Mike. Yeah. Like Marshawn Lattimore, Mike, let him have it, man. Like Tom, throw it up for my man. Lattimore be talking that shit,
Lattimore, I've held him to 1 catch a game. He ain't got Lattimore, shit on me.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Lattimore do be getting the best of those matchups. And the playoff game, Mike got him. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie. In the games that I've seen, Mike Lattimore is getting the best of Mike.
And then he chirps too. He chirps.
Oh, he lets him know.
Yeah, they be rapping. They be after it.
Yeah,
I like it though.
But the thing is, I mean, like I said, we got AB. AB, like I said, I know Mike. AB is the best receiver on our team, bro. Like I just people don't understand. Like in the playoffs, I think we're really gonna unleash him. And you even saw that in a few games. I forgot a few weeks ago before he had the COVID or went down with the injury. AB had like 2 touchdowns against the Eagles. He looked sharp there. He had like a 100-yard receiving game. Antonio Brown is incredible, man. Like his route running combinations are just crazy. You can't guard him. Like you literally can't guard him. Tom targets him almost every play he's in the lineup. He looks his way first, and then he goes to everybody else. But
I mean, I'm about to say I don't even understand how people were like, because to me, like it was like people were having conversations about top wide receiver course and trying to put Cowboys above them, and I'm like, I hear you, I understand, but at the same time, it is tough. But who has a secondary better receiver than Mike Evans? And if you want to flip Antonio,
right?
There's not a lot of teams like that.
I agree.
Like what they got. Like, I give him CD Lamb. And who else comes behind him?
Yeah, I think Gallup and Cooper. But yeah, like you said,
Cooper is nowhere near both of those caliber players. Right. So it's like
I agree. I mean, I agree. The Bucs got the best receiving core with Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin. But the Cowboys, like I said, they ain't too far behind.
Like, they're not too far behind.
See,
Amari Cooper.
He's good, but he ain't
CD good, but he
ain't have one. Yeah, Cooper too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Cowboys are solid, but in this game, like I said, it's been longer. Like Saints, I can't wait, man. I cannot wait till we play you guys and stuff on you guys. All right, but the last two games before we move on to the NBA segment, the Cowboys. Jay, I know you don't like it, bro. The Cowboys on the road with the Vikings, man. I'm gonna let you have first flex at it. Oh, here you go now. Come on now, man.
Vikings.
Oh my God.
I was just reading the article about Kirk Cousins being the MVP. Was it a Vikings page? Yes, it was. Why was I there? Don't ask me questions why. All right. Just know. That's the post I seen. So
I say this. I mean, Dak came out. I mean, they're coming off a bye week. Dak got hurt last game. I guess the Patriots game, he was in that big ass boot. We got to see how Dak's looking, man, because I want to take the Cowboys so bad because it's really a pickle game.
That's my favorite bet of the week.
Really? But Dak has to play.
Yeah, with Dak.
But Dak has to play. And the thing is, if Dak plays, how hurt is he? That's my biggest question.
Cowboys -1.5. I mean, that's screaming take it.
I know, but I'm saying that we got to see how hurt Dak is. So, I mean, if you're a betting fan, you got to keep an eye on this all week because if Dak is really like 100% or if he's close to 100%, you got to smash that, man, with a steel hammer.
So who's the two? Is Will Greer the two for Dallas?
Man, or I don't give a fuck. If I don't know who it is. It might be Cooper Rush. I'm not touching that one. Those quarterbacks.
I think it'll be Will Greer. West Virginia's own.
Well, Z, you know him better than anybody else. You can take it if you want to, but for me and my money, we will not bet on Will Greer.
Me and my money is going elsewhere.
Right, we will go elsewhere, bro.
You funny as hell, bro. I tell you.
So you got
if Dak plays, that's my favorite bet of the week. Cowboys -1.5.
I do like it, and it's one of my bets of the week too if Dak plays. So keep an eye on that one, man. The last game, we ain't gonna spend a ton of time on it, fellas. Who we got? The Chiefs at home versus the Giants. Chiefs get back on track, right? They ain't losing against the Giants, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
what? You don't know? I mean, the Giants stink. You really think the Giants got something for the Chiefs back at home on Monday night?
You never know,
bro.
Not
stop the run. Chiefs can't stop the run at all. If you get physically dominated, and they spent all that money on their offensive line, and their offensive line can't block either. Mahomes is getting crushed every week.
Mahomes is looking bad himself, man. Like he's not even
because he's skittish. He's afraid to get hit.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, he chopping up real bad.
Oh yeah.
They had a second round pick line they picked. He's been horrible. They had and then they got the lineman from New England. They signed, gave a big contract. He's playing terrible too.
Yeah, they are playing bad. I mean, I just think I just can't see myself taking the Giants to beat a team on Monday night on the road playing as bad as they are. I think this is a get right game for the Chiefs. I mean,
what's the spread?
The spread is, it's -9.5. I mean, if you were the teaser, I mean, I don't think the Giants get smashed like that now. You tease that up and get close to 20 points.
There's the point. Chiefs have it. Chiefs cover one game.
Yeah. Damn. Z, you in a different location tonight, bro?
It's looking rough over there, partner.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for the Chiefs, man. Like I said, I just got the Chiefs. Jay, who do you got? You got the Giants.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too, honestly.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. You feel me? That's what I'm going with.
Yeah. You good. You straight now, Z. Who you got in this game?
I'll take the points. Give me the Giants with the points.
Oh, now you talking about
Giants with the points.
I hear you. All right.
I'll take that 10.
Okay.
Chiefs ain't covered nothing.
I feel you. All right. So the Chiefs. All right. So me and Jay got the Chiefs. Z got the points with the Giants. Let's talk about this NBA stuff, fellas. So like the NBA did start last week. A lot of teams are looking good. Some are looking good. Some are looking great. Some are looking like trash. Jay, now you're Detroit Pistons.
No, don't keep goddamn started.
Nah, bro, I push you on. We gotta talk about that. Fade the Pistons all year, my nigga. Bro, tell us what's going on with y'all Pistons. I know y'all banged up, but come on now.
Look, man, we're missing Cade Cunningham. He's gonna be the person to put it together. We're still a young team. Dwayne Casey is okay, but he doesn't make adjustments to coaching. He can only just help develop talent. And look at me, talent. I'm pissed, but it's okay. It's the beginning of the season. We can figure it out. Sadiq Bey is stepping up. He's becoming a baller. So any fancy people take him. He's a low ceiling guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah. It's only a few. I mean, we played against the Bulls twice, right? We all knew the Bulls gonna come in looking like that lineup, like that. We just knew that. And honestly, for one game, we played them tough. It got really close. The second one, they kind of got in our ass, but it's kind of be expected. That was be the first one. So I'm expecting our rookie to come back and we start really developing. That makes a difference. He's huge. He's going to be our franchise player, and I think we're going to do a lot more covering on the spread going forward, like in mid-season. Look out for us. Don't bet with us. Don't bet money line. Don't leave room with melon line. But lines, like as far as point spreads, I think we're gonna cover a few of those.
Yeah. Like it's been tough for you guys at the beginning. Like, see, you guys got a young team and stuff like that. But I was just fucking with you, man. But Z, I know you happy, man, with your Wizards, man. I mean,
oh yeah, let's go.
Wait, look at the Wizard hat.
Oh man, no, the Wizards looking sharp right now. I mean, they're scoring. I mean, they won. Me and Z went to a game, man. Courtesy of Z, went to go see them play. Who was that? Z? They played the Pacers. I bet
on them. Overtime.
Wizards.
Yup, overtime game.
Money.
Y'all
scared the hell out of me.
That was an incredible game. But overall, the Wizards is a whole new team. Z, like, what is their outlook for this season?
Oh no, they go 10 deep. They have a new coach, Ansel Jr., who brought a defensive mentality, an offense. No longer just give the ball to Brad and everybody else just watch and hope he pulls out the win.
Yeah,
they're passing, they're cutting. I mean, even they're playing Boston. Brad is shooting 3 for 23, and Wizards are up 10. When would you ever see a game that Brad played and the team is up 10 points? It's never happened in the last 10 years. So
all I heard was 10 years.
They have a team.
Yeah,
well, no, they have a team. They have a team this year.
Yeah.
So they can. Yeah. I mean, Brad missed the game. They won. He didn't play the game against the Pacers, and they still won.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got my money off. People slept. All right.
Yeah. Wizards looking sharp this season. I mean, so far so good. I mean, they are winning tonight. They're probably going to beat Boston. And I think they're going to be they're undefeated, right?
No, they lost at Brooklyn.
I'm about to say,
they did lose to Brooklyn another night.
Where Brooklyn?
As far as Brooklyn, I mean, Brooklyn's losing tonight to the Heat. And like I said, I was telling people, the Miami Heat ain't playing, dog. They got good defense.
Here we go.
And they brought in my man, big body Kyle Lowry. All right, the sky's the limit for the fucking Miami Heat.
And they got the guy, PJ Tucker.
They got PJ Tucker. And the thing is, they already play amazing defense. You add Kyle Lowry, who can just distribute the ball, take charges, and hit big game shots. And like I said,
show Tyler Hero some love. He's been playing pretty well. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, Tyler Hero been balling.
He's not still Trae Young Luka, but he been doing his thing. I'm gonna give him a shout out for that.
Yeah, Tyler Hero has definitely been doing his thing coming off the bench and even filling in when Kyle Lowry was out. Just adding that instant bucket getter off the bench. The Heat, I mean, they're going to be a scary team. Like if you're an NBA team in the Eastern Conference, you don't want to play them in the playoffs, man, because they bring that defense every night, and now they got scoring. I mean, like I said, Kyle Lowry. I mean, just him alone, just distributing the ball and just setting up the dynamics and making do what it do. Hitting it up with the shooters with Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero and PJ Tucker in the corner. He adds a whole nother dimension to that offense. So the Miami Heat are really solid. And then my Bulls, my Chicago Bulls is out there balling, baby. Zach LaVine is out there doing what he's supposed to do. DeMar DeRozan has really come on strong. Being that second option. And I like being scoring. I mean, Jay, how you feeling with the Bulls? I mean, you saw him a few nights playing the Pistons a few nights. What did you see? I mean, the first game was close. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
it was.
What did you see? I watched the games kind of sporadically, but she's an actual fan of the Pistons. What did you see?
I mean, I watched our whole division because that is our whole division, right? Yeah. Them Bucks, and Bulls has always been, a hate relationship being a Detroit Pistons fan. But no, they look good. In my opinion, they can score from almost every position, which makes it rough. Lonzo with the defense has played well. DeRozan still doesn't play incredibly defense, but it's good that he takes some of the scoring load off so they won't zero in on Zach LaVine.
Right.
And then Caruso is looking good off the bench.
Yep,
I'm not gonna even lie to you. I mean, I wasn't one of the people that was like, I was like that neutral, like, he's okay. But I wasn't the people that hyping, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. He balling.
That boy good.
He balling. Kind of pissed. So
yeah, bro.
And then look, betting wise, Minnesota's a team to watch. Team to bet on.
I like T-Wolves.
They're crushing the Bucks tonight, which is a shock. But I bet on them the first two games, and I stayed away tonight. Knucklehead. But
Knucklehead.
Yeah, Minnesota is tough. They play defense. Remember, their coach took over at the end of the season last year, brought a tough defensive mentality. Karl-Anthony Towns trying to win the MVP, tried to really exert himself. They added Pat Bev to add some defensive ball pressure in the backcourt. Minnesota's a tough team.
They got some players. They got some players. I think I view the Timberwolves on like the same track as like the Hornets and shit like that. Like they got a good team that can make some noise in the playoffs possibly, but they just don't have enough to really contend with the big dogs. That's just my opinion. But
I don't know, man. I mean, my thing about Minnesota is that Minnesota always been injured, right? None of their stars have never had the last year hasn't had really enough time to really play with each other. So this is the first year they're starting off and Anthony Edwards' second year absolutely helps. So let me not belittle that. So I think with Anthony Edwards, D'Lo, Towns, McDaniels that could play solid defense, Bev off the bench, Nas off the bench as well as a good power forward / center option. I think they may cause some problems.
They can cause some problems. I mean, the thing is, I look at this. Like I said, they do got some athletic guys. They do got some guys. My biggest thing is, can they do it consistently? Like they're smashing the Bucks tonight, right? The Bucks are, to be honest, I mean, they're banged up. They're without. I mean, their point guard. They're without. Without their center. They're without two starters. I mean,
now
really
Minnesota lost to New Orleans 2 nights ago. And New Orleans may be the worst team in the league without Zion. So,
it's stuff like that has me. It's stuff like that has me scratching my head. Like I want to consistency in the fact that they're winning, they're beating the Bucks tonight, right? But the Bucks without two starters. But like you said, and then ultimately they lost against the Pelicans a few nights ago, who really stink. But I mean, the Pelicans are playing decent ball tonight against the Hawks, so maybe they don't stink that bad.
They don't stink that bad. I think the T-Wolves actually played the Pelicans twice, and I think they beat them the first time. But it's always hard. I may be mistaken by that, but it's always hard to beat another team.
It was back to back. Yeah, first. Timberwolves handed it to them big.
Yeah.
Then they went to Minnesota, played them again, and then New Orleans got their first win.
Exactly. See, that's the different weird things you see about the NBA, right? Like it's hard to beat teams back to back, which is why I thought that when we played against Bulls, there was going to be a decent game. But for our decent game came the first game versus the second,
Right.
And vice versa. Same thing with T-Wolves. So, yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think about this net? The Nets look like trash, man. The Nets look like just straight bombs.
Garbage.
Like this is like straight bombs. You know what I mean? Like how you got all these guys. Like you got the James Harden, Kevin Durant. You got old ass Blake Griffin who's supposed to be still decent. Joe Harris just needs to be traded, man. Get him the hell up out of there. You got him. He's getting all this money. You got what's the guy? Patty Mills coming off the bench. You got LaMarcus. Like, come on. Like, you're supposed to be a lot better than that. If you're a Nets fan, I know it's early in the season, man, but when are you going to – you might have to trade Kyrie Irving and get something for him, man. I saw an article. They might have to trade him to the Clippers.
They need size. So they get dominated down low. So that's –
But they're not even making shots. That's the thing.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not even making shots. Like, Kevin Durant it's like give the ball to Kevin Durant. Like Steve Nash, he looks like a deer in the headlights. He doesn't know what he's doing. Now Mike D'Antoni's going. So that offense that was running last year is no longer there because D'Antoni's not there.
Yeah.
So, and then now, like tonight, Adebayo has a double-double. He's dominating on the inside. That's how the Heat are winning. Yeah. They got Blake Griffin trying to check Adebayo.
Well, Blake Griffin is who he's one of the worst defensive players on the team. But do I look at this? The net, bro, check this out. The Nets only have 91 points.
Yeah.
If you're the Nets, you're supposed to be, slingshot. Like, you're supposed to be out there balling every night, getting over 115, 120 points. You're not supposed to be held to no fucking 91 points. You know what I mean? Against anybody. You got offensive firepower. So, I mean, it does. What do the Heat have? How many points they got? They got 104 points. If you're the Nets, you're supposed to score 120. With all that firepower, man. They're just playing like trash to me. What is you guys' opinion on the Lakers so far? I gotta get that before we hop off and do the bets. How you guys feel about the Lakers?
The Lakers gonna leg, bro.
Huh?
The Lakers gonna leg, bro. They're gonna be all right.
They're gonna be all right.
They're gonna be all right. Yeah, I think they're gonna be all right.
Why is LeBron out? Why is he sitting out?
That ankle issue he had last year that aggravated him. It's now aggravating him again. Yeah, it hurt.
Damn. So, all right. Well,
interesting thing with the Lakers, when LeBron was out, Russ played well. Russ and LeBron cannot play together. I mean, they need to stagger them. Yeah, need to put Russ with the second team off the bench with Carmelo. That's the one thing from watching them play against San Antonio. Russ was Russ for the first time this season. Russ was really Russ. When LeBron's there, I mean, he is actually deferring. All last year with the Wizards, even though Beal was there, it took him about 20 games. Then he realized he can't just keep deferring to Beal. He got to be aggressive. And he's doing the same thing with the Lakers. First couple games, he is passing to LeBron, passing to AD, and deferring like he's just a normal point guard. Russ got to be Russ. Russ got to attack. He got to bring energy. He got to play defense. He got to miss his threes. That's the only way he plays.
He got to miss his
only
threes.
way he can help. And the way the Lakers can do it, yeah. I mean, they need to stagger them. If I was them, I would put Russ with the second team with Carmelo. So Russ could drive and kick it out.
So you're gonna tell Russ to come off the bench,
or start him and then leave him on the court when you bring the 4 bench guys and take out the other 4 starters.
Yeah, because you know how Russ ain't like I'm at home, man. I'm in my hometown. Shit, I ain't coming off no bench. You tripping? Leave that shit to Carmelo, okay?
Oh no, not leave this shit to Carmelo.
He might
not
say
leave this shit to
like
Carmelo. I ain't mad enough for that.
Him and LeBron can't play together because when LeBron was out. Russ balled last night. Russ he had like 29 points.
Russ is ball dominant. He can't shoot. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to figure something out. Maybe they can get him to start slashing to the cup when LeBron
with the second team. Put him on the second team with Carmelo. That will be because then
that's a crazy one.
Scorers, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a crazy one. I like that. I like that take.
We'll see how things shake out with him, man. Like it's still early on, but it's a lot of fun action around the NBA.
So
I'm
far,
looking forward to it.
Wizards win the trade, if you ask me.
Oh
So,
man, he took with the Wizards.
oh yeah, three games in, I think Wizards win that trade.
Yeah.
Look, I may get me a Montrezl Harrell jersey. I love that dude already.
He definitely bring the energy.
Oh,
So,
man.
hey, let's close up with the bets, fellas. So, let's get to the bets. What do we got for the people, man? Like, who wants to go first?
I don't really have too much. This is a terrible week.
Really?
No, I mean because it's just there's so many terrible games for football.
I feel
anything in college you like?
So far I haven't been able to look at college. I'm just trying to figure out this football and NBA thing for the most part.
I'll go. For me, you go second. Let me see. For me, I got a few games to be honest. I've been having, and for people that don't like, if you listen to the show last week, like you already know what I had. Like, I don't, put my money on bad teams. All right, one. I do a lot of money line parlays and teasers. I research my bets. I don't just bet 6-leg parlays and win 60 grand. All right, that's not my way of betting. I don't just blow my money like that. All right, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been successful. I had the Bulls a lot last week. If you guys listen to the show, Chicago Bulls is really winning me a lot of money right now. I know it's early on. I'm loving the Bulls, but I'll start with college football. So for college football, early on I got Tulsa over Navy. Navy had a tough loss to Cincinnati.
Almost won. Had the ball with a chance to win.
I know.
At the end.
Yeah, them boys, they just run the fucking ball. But I got Tulsa, man. I think they come back down. I think Navy played up the competition. I think Tulsa comes in and really punishes Navy. And all these are money line parlays, all right, or teasers. You can play around with them. I like Buffalo at home over Bowling Green. I love Michigan on the road over Michigan State. Don't let that shit fool you, man. All right, Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh. He might be in the college football playoff this year. All right, my man not playing. He gonna beat Ohio State this year. They've been talking all that shit about him. Let's go, John Harbaugh. So I like Michigan over Michigan State, and they're on the road in Michigan State. Michigan State does not have enough offense for me.
My beloved Spartans.
Yeah, I like Michigan State too, man. I love Michigan State too. I got a little few ties to Michigan State myself.
I'm not mad at you.
But yeah, give me Michigan. All right. I like Maryland at home over Indiana. Indiana's just not playing well at all. And I think Maryland has a decent offense. I like UCF on the road over Temple. I like Tulane at home to cover over Cincinnati. They're giving them plus 25. If you tease that up, Tulane's not a bad. If you watch college football, Tulane's not a bad team. That is one of my out. If you hop on that, all right, you put that bet in right now. Tulane, you tease it up. If you want to tease it up and get the 30 points, but I don't even think they covered the 25. They got Tulane plus 25 at home. We just had actually an episode. You guys are gonna see out pretty soon. With the Rice, me and Z talked to the Rice cornerback coach that's going to be coming out pretty soon. They had a big win over UAB. I like Rice at home over North Texas. I like them. I like Georgia on the road over Florida. My SMU Mustangs, if you listen to last show, I was hard on SMU. Hard on SMU this week. I think they went over Houston, the Houston Cougars, and beat Dana Holgerson. And I like Ole Miss on the road over Auburn. Auburn is a very suspect team. Sometimes they look good, sometimes they look bad. I think this time they look bad. NFL side, I got a few myself. I got the Cards at home over the Packers with the shorthanded, with the receiver being out, Adams, and a few other injuries. The coaching staff, Z just said it, Joe Barry being out. I like the Titans on the road over the Colts. I like the Bengals, definitely like the Bengals hitting them heavy. The Bengals on the road over the Jets. Jets suck. I like the Bucks. Hop on this before the spread goes up. The Bucks on the road over the Saints, all right? Don't think it, just bet it, all right? And then the Cowboys, keep an eye on Dak. If Dak plays, let's bet it. If he doesn't, I don't care. I'm not touching it. I might even bet on the Vikings. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, yes, there.
Yeah, if Dak does not play, I probably will be betting something small on the Vikings because the Dallas quarterbacks suck. And then for the Monday night game, I definitely got the Chiefs manhandling the Giants. Man, I think they beat these boys bad, like 40-5 or some shit. All right.
When they come out angry.
Yep, very angry. I think the Chiefs really just dominate them. And for the NBA side, I got a lot of bets, but the teams that I like, I love the Hawks. All right. The Hawks are playing decent ball right now. What are they looking like tonight? Did the Hawks win? Hawks are about to win. Hawks actually just won. All right. So the Hawks are looking pretty decent. The Hawks are about to play the Wizards in a few nights. That's gonna be a tough game, but I do like the Hawks.
Thursday night in Washington.
Yeah, man. I like the Hawks in that one. I like the Jazz. Keep an eye on the Jazz. Jazz can win you some money, all right? I like the combination of lineups that they do with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert and the shooters that they got, and even Jordan Clarkson. Those boys, they ball. I love the Bulls. I mean, keep betting the Bulls, man. I'm telling you, they're an undefeated team. That them boys mean business. They play defense. They now have offensive firepower. With DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine and Vucevic. And now, like I said, Lonzo Ball is, he's like their lockup defender. He's playing well. I like Lonzo Ball in the Bulls, man. I mean, this is the spot for him. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery, man. I'm happy for Lonzo. He's doing work out there for the Chicago Bulls. Get on the Heat. The Miami Heat are hot right now. I've been telling you before the season. Like I said, if you don't believe me, listen to the fucking start of the NBA segments when I was talking about them. I said the Bulls is hot, the Heat is hot. All right, so they're saying I'm just a bandwagon. I've been saying this shit before the season even started. I like the Bucks. You got to pick your spots with them because they're banged up. Brook Lopez is out, and the point guard's out. And I love the Warriors, man. The Warriors are out there balling. They got shooters. Now I'm sitting here watching ESPN. They talk about when Clay comes back, they're gonna be this juggernaut, and they're really gonna be ready to contend. I don't know about that. And then also keep an eye on the Knicks. That's my last one. The New York Knicks. All right.
Let me tell you. Nah, I've been with the Knicks. I'm a Kemba fan. Don't trip. UConn, baby. They already won me some bread last year. I already knew about the Knicks. Don't even no, sir. That's our Knicks.
Yeah, our Knicks.
That's our Knicks.
Hey, keep an eye on them Knicks, man. Them Knicks, I'm telling you, they play defense, and now they add offense with Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. Man, what?
Yeah.
Big win over Philly.
Quickly out there.
And I bet with them against Philly, too.
Yeah, and like I said, it hurts my heart, man.
It hurts you.
You know how I feel about Embiid, man.
But I'm sorry. He had to give me that dub. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But that's it for my bets. Like I said, I mean, those are my NBA. Keep an eye on those NBA teams. I'm not going to give you specific bets because there's so many, to cover. But what you guys got?
Do you want to go? Z?
For me, college, I'm on Oregon.
There you go.
Damn. Every time you talk. Z, you there?
Oregon State over Cal. I like Oregon over Colorado, minus 24.
Okay.
It's a big spread, but I'm fading Colorado. They suck, so I'm fading Colorado every week. I had Cal last week over Colorado, so I'm taking Oregon over Colorado. And then defense in the Boston College-Syracuse game. Boston College are the backup quarterback. Syracuse does nothing but run the ball. I'm taking under 51 in that game between Boston College and Syracuse. And then maybe a homer bet, but I'm taking Pitt over Miami. I'm riding Pitt all the way through.
How does that Miami quarterback?
Pitt's on a roll.
How does he look? The Miami quarterback. Does he look sharp?
He looks better than he's a passer, so he's better than King. The offense has completely changed. They went for a run first offense, but this guy is he's cocky.
Gunslinger.
Yeah, and he's cocky because he guaranteed a win last week. He's a true freshman.
I like it. Hey.
I do like it.
Pitt's rolling.
Okay.
And then NFL, I am on the Cowboys. If Dak plays, that's my biggest play of the week. Cowboys over Minnesota. I like the Bengals over the Jets. Arizona over Green Bay. And then I'm riding Pittsburgh plus the points over Cleveland.
Nice. Okay.
And then NBA, my bets have been, my teams have been so far this season. I've been riding the Wizards plus the points. Every game has been looking good. Sneaky team to watch. I've been betting Minnesota plus the points. Minnesota is a team you'll get big points with. The books haven't caught up to how good
they really are.
So you get good money. You get good money on Minnesota. Again, like Rome, I like the Heat. Heat are strong, but those are my teams. So yeah, definitely, I'm on the Wizards a lot, on Minnesota a lot, and on Miami. Those are so far in the NBA. Those are the teams I'm watching.
Let me ask you guys this. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I have seen the Timberwolves and they got the win tonight. Do you guys think the Timberwolves are last year's Knicks? Because the Knicks was killing books last year.
But I can see that being the West version.
The Knicks won me so much fucking money last year was crazy because they were supposed to be one of the worst teams in the whole league, but they came in and were a playoff team.
See, I think those teams. I mean, Minnesota.
They have the option.
And Washington. Washington, if you take a money line, you're going to get.
I don't know about Cleveland, but people talk about Cleveland.
Look, tonight the money line was plus 260, and they won 116-107. My dumbass took the plus 8 points, but that plus 260 would have been a nice money line. And then the game that we went to against Indiana, it was another big plus money, and then Bradley Beal didn't play, and so the plus money went even higher, and they still won.
Yeah, I had the money line for them. So, I mean, so far, all right, just to get in my bets. Knicks, of course, like Rome said, been doing me well. Wiz as well. Timberwolves have been also doing me pretty good as well. And Cleveland Cavaliers. That's my secret pocket team that have been covering them and doing me well. Right now, I'm 2-1 with them so far. Nothing super crazy, small product size, but, that's pretty much that.
It's crazy. What Cleveland is doing the exact opposite of every other team in the NBA. Everybody's going small. Cleveland is going big.
Laurie Marketing, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Yeah, I like it. Isaac Okoro. Then you have Garland at the point, but they keep Sexton in for two guard because he's the one to get the buckets. So I get that. But as far as NFL, basically same thing as Big Z, Bengals, Arizona. I'm gonna be the dicey one I'm looking at is Vikings. If Vikings end up on the plus side, I'll take them. If they end up on the minus side, I will not take them. I'll be looking at that. That's a teaser play for me. Are the Jags playing? Sure, the Jags playing. Fade the Jags. I don't care who they're playing. Who else? Jets, fade them bums too if they're playing. Yeah, fade them.
Seattle and Cincinnati.
Yeah, and same for the Pittsburgh game. I already said I'm choosing Browns, but it depends on who. It's going to be a close game, so whoever ends up on the plus side, I'm throwing them in a teaser. That's easy. That's been a method that's been working for me, especially when it's close games, because them games be really, really tight, and most likely you will win.
So right now you're looking at plus 6.5 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, right now plus 6.5 Pittsburgh. That's easy. It's going to be tight, locked in. As for college, I'm going with Wake Forest over Duke. Duke sucks. Fuck Duke. Even though Wake burnt my money up once, I think they can give me redemption here. I guess I'm going against Clemson. I'm going with Florida State.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm going with Florida State. Yeah, big upset. And not money line, but like those close. Boys. Yeah, going close. I think the spread is like 10.
Yeah, I can see that's a lot of points. Clemson's offense sucks. They can't score.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points for a team who can't score.
Exactly. See, me and you are here. And then Rome boarded up too. Big, bad Navy. Give me more money, baby. Let's go. I'm with it. I'm rocking with y'all. I love it. I fucking love it. All right. Y'all covered against Cincinnati when my boys talked to me about it. Man, I'm scared of Cincinnati, stuff like that. So I ain't worried about them bums. It's gonna be Navy. I was talking out my ass, but Navy, you got me the money. We hit. So that's my picks, man. That's my picks.
Another sneaky one. Cincinnati may roll because coming off that game against Navy's unique option offense, going against scrub Tulane who plays a normal base defense, Cincinnati may be pissed off and may score a lot.
They may run this shit because they were not supposed to lose to Navy, but I was in the field like yes. So,
For my betting hopes, Z, I hope not, because I'm taking Tulane plus the 25.
I mean, I ain't got to win, brother, but if you cover the 25, we all
at least cover the 25.
Literally, Navy played with a quarterback who couldn't throw, and Cincinnati couldn't stop him. It was brutal.
I'm watching this like I can't believe it. But, all right.
Cool. I will say this for another NBA hidden gem before we hop off. Keep an eye on the Dallas Mavericks over these next few nights. Tomorrow night, which is Thursday night, they play the goddamn at home and they could beat the Spurs. And then a few nights from then, where did it go? I just saw them. Oh, Sunday they're gonna be playing the Spurs again. I think the Spurs are just a horrible
back.
Yeah, I mean Thursday and then Sunday. I do like the Mavs. The Spurs really just don't have enough offensive power.
Trend with those have been the seesaw. So whoever wins the first game will lose the second.
They're on that seesaw.
That's how the trend has been so far.
Yeah, I would say keep an eye on the Mavs. Like I said, I just like them. I think this is a bad matchup. Like I said. But hey, that wraps up the show. Like I said, keep an eye out for the episode. It's gonna be released probably on Friday or Saturday. Me and Z got a chance to chop it up with the Rice cornerback coach, Gerard Welcher. Amazing story, young black, cornerback coach out of Rice, and they had a big ass win over UAB, man. It was a pleasure talking and chatting with him, man, and we wish the brother nothing but luck. But that closed up the show, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we see you in the comments, man. We're happy you guys are winning money, and we see some of the stuff you guys are saying and bringing up. So continue to keep that up. But we'll see you next show. Peace.